world of tankers. I just realized that my camera's not, well, I mean, I didn't just realize it. I had to turn on my camera. Boom! There you go. Now we got the camera working. Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I am going to be playing in a Pick My Tank stream. There are a lot of tanks in Tier 10, a lot of tanks in Tier 9 and 8, over 280 of them. I would say 289, but one of them is not released yet, so I guess that doesn't, that's not really allowed. Alright, well, what am I gonna be playing in today? I'm gonna play in the Skoda T56, because that is the first request that is being asked for. I like the Skoda, solid heavy, with an absolutely terrible gun on dispersion, but to make up for that, the vehicle hits for 450 damage per shot, has solid gun depression, and really good armor. Also featuring gear oil, which allows it to be quite mobile in really any situation you play it. I mean, the Skoda T56 isn't the best Tier 8, but I would say it is one of the better Tier 8s. You know, the T77 obviously has the damage output, because in just 2.5 seconds with 380 damage per shot, it can deal 760 damage. So T77's pretty stupid, but still, the 450 damage per shot on this tank with much better turret armor does feel pretty dang nice. I need Helldibber lessons. I'm trash. Bruh. What do you mean you're bad? The number one bit of advice I can give you is run. That's the biggest bit of advice I can give you for Helldivers. If you run from the bugs, you'll be okay. Alrighty. Here I go. Again on my own. Bow, wow, I'm across the only road I've ever known. Play the 183, bruh. Bruh. You gotta pick up something more interesting than the 183. You know, I woke up at 5 p.m. today. Like, I don't even know what to say. I went to sleep at maybe 6 a.m. and woke up at 5:48, which means that I was asleep for 13 hours, bruh. Like, what the heck, boy? I don't know what's going on with my body, but it's not good. It's not good. So, I'll, probably try and stay up quite a bit to... What are you shooting at, Challenger? Did you think you could shoot him through a wall? What? Can we move out of my way? Thank you. Alright, well, we got an alt proto, and unfortunately my shell went a little bit off course. Well, they only have one tank destroyer, and I know where it is, so I'm not too worried about that. It's the Semovente Contracaro 56, and because you just shot, I'll shoot you right back. Bad roll, but I mean, we still out-traded him, so that's what I'll say. Now we have the AMX Alt Proto, who's also making an aggressive play here. And I'm going to shoot the SMV again. There you go. Nice 467. However, we lost about 500 health for that, so not the best trade ever. Hopefully our team does something, because right now there are a bunch of apes. Alright, Alt Proto. I'm gonna aim in on... I wanna see if I can... Oh, that works. There you go. Easy clear into you. The hazard's still sitting there. I'm just gonna back up so the Alt Proto can't see me. What? Where? Okay. Not only does he pen that, but then he kills my loader, so I have absolutely 0 damage per minute. The Challenger's dead. The hazard's dead. IS-3 staring at him, so I'm dead. Oh boy. Alright, well, loading in H... Why? Why do I get the worst luck in this game, bro? What? This guy, teamwork, Kiss Key is the one who kills me. What are we doing? I have an 18-second reload. Oh, I hate this game sometimes, guys. He actually got shot 0. Well, no, he got shot multiple times, but none of them penned, which is absolutely wild. Oh well. Next game. The Skoda is a great tank. Unfortunately, it has a terrible gun in terms of accuracy. And we saw the accuracy. It sucked. Absolutely. In that game. I don't know how we didn't pen that guy at all. But oh well. I would say the 54E2 is better than the Skoda. Different. I think the Shark is a really strong heavy, but I don't really care much for it because it's pretty boring. Okay. What should I play in next? Foch? No, I've done the Foch a lot on stream. AMX M4, try to ace it. I mean, we'll see if we can get a good game in it. The AMX is not a hard tank to ace. It's around 3,500 damage, and you ace the vehicle. It has one of the worst win rates. I don't actually know. Let me see the win rate of this vehicle. Also, sorry that my nose is a little runny. Whenever I wake up, it becomes runny. And I literally just woke up like an hour ago. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Hello, Lego.
Hello.
How much money did you spend?
Like 200?
$200 for 2 tanks that you'll probably drive a combined time of 50 games.
I've actually been enjoying the Lorraine.
It's not a good tank.
I mean, that doesn't mean I can't be enjoying it.
No, it does. That's like saying, I'm enjoying the Jagdpanzer E100.
I'm currently going...
How many games have you played in it?
Let me see. 17 games with 70% win rate.
Well, the first 8 to 10 games you get are preferential matchmaking. That's why anything below tier 10 you have to play like usually about 50 or 60 games in to get an idea.
Send me invite.
I'm in a battle.
Oh.
Yeah. I know, crazy, right? I'm playing Blitz, and I'm in a battle. Whoa! Can we move out of my way, CS? Thank you. You didn't really move out of my way, but I'll still say thank you. Oh, my god, I'm up against Lego.
You are?
Yeah, Christian Soldier. In the T30.
Oh my gosh, he's so good.
Yeah. I like how the AMX just gets hatched. I've never been in a tank that gets hit more in the hatch ever. Like, the AMX M4.
Oh.
Okay. I just find it really impressive how I've bled this much health and well, I know why I bled this much health. I have no team. Like, where's my team? Oh, wait, that's right. I got a Rhino sitting in spawn. Yeah, I'm dead. Wow. What a freaking... Okay, let me hit that, too. Alright. I have no words, actually. Well, I won't be acing this tank today. I won't be getting a bounce in this tank today. The Tune 5 will hatch me 2 times in a row. He'll hit every other shot he fires. My CS59, who was over on medium flank, left and went to our spawn to sit in a bush. Our Chieftain Mark 6 is driving around like a freaking bimp. Oh my god, bro. I do have a hard time enjoying this game when this is the team that I get. It would have been a loss no matter what. Well, that was a fun game. That was really fun. Well, the first 2 games played on live stream are defeats. How exciting. Thank you for the donation, by the way. What was I going to check? Oh, yeah, the AMX M4's win rate in tier 10. Yeah, it's not even in the top 20 tanks by relative win rate. Let's see. Top 20 tanks by average win rate. Nope, it's not there either. Okay, let's see the lowest. Lowest relative win rate. Well, it's not the lowest, but it's not the highest, so that means the AMX is just performing average, I would assume. Let me see by skilled players. With 55 to 65% players, the AMX does not make the list. With 65% plus players, does not make the list. You know what the highest win rate tank for 65% plus players is in the current state of the game?
What is it?
What? I was asking so you'd guess.
Uh, the Rhino?
That's fourth.
I don't know. Tell me.
0 damage chieftain. Oh my god, 41% for 80,000 games. What'd you say?
Just tell me.
WZ.
Of course it is.
Yep, still. Alright, I'm going back to my original build on this tank because that was evidently better. Okay. Try it again. One more time. Worst tier 10 in fun factor is the AMX M4. Oh, I agree. I do think that the AMX M454 is the least enjoyable tier 10 to drive in the game, which is impressive because it has 2,800 hit points. It has what you would think that, you know, on paper it looks like it has really good armor. And then you drive it and it gets 0 bounces. And the reason why is because it's huge. That's the problem. A mouse is large. And while a mouse may not feature optimal armor, the thing that the mouse does have is pretty good side armor. And because of that, it means that it's usually pretty easy to angle the mouse against 1 or maybe even 2 opponents. And the mouse also has decent turret armor, where people at least have to aim. But in the AMX M4, you have a massive hatch on the roof that apparently nobody ever misses. You have a massive lower plate that is seen from China. Your track wheels are not thick. You have sides which are HE-able by most British tanks. And the gun being so bad does not help, because the APCR standard bounces every shell. Now, I don't think the AMX M4 is a bad tank. I think it's a pretty good tank. But I think that the gun of the tank makes it very hard to enjoy. What?
I thought there was someone behind me.
Oh. There is. Any 100 aimed way too high.
Okay. 114 gun moment.
Where did he pen me? Oh, on the side? Yeah, that's the problem. This tank's just so large. Great. I found the 183.
Here comes the 4005.
I'll help you with that. You can't back up or you're going to be shot, so you have to hold that.
He's gone.
Oh, this thing's gun's great too. No, so we're both driving tanks with awful guns, is what we're doing. Alright, well I penned him once. And you don't have tungsten active anymore. And you get penned twice. 1-2-1B bounces me. Don't back up. You're going to be nuked by the 60. I told you you can't back up. 60 shot.
Comes the 4005. Clippers are such a high skilled tank.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And our cron is being very helpful.
Oh yeah, the whole team's being very helpful. I mean, it was literally a 2 versus 7 is what we just played was a 2 versus 7. Let's be honest. Oh great. Oh great. Great. The medium who's a one-shot? Of course, I'm the one getting shot by him. The worst freaking team I've ever seen in my life. We have a full health Kron, who's done absolutely nothing this entire battle. Goodbye, 121B. The fact that you went to heavy side and got rewarded is incredible. What the hell was this game? Goodbye. We won. Not because of our team, I'll tell you that. We won because we sat there and held that line for...
Much longer than we should have.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I lived. I don't know how I lived, but I did. I blocked 2600. Did I ace it? That's a second class? What? What? Yesterday, Flossie and I aced the tank with 1200 XP. What? What? I think Flossie may have raised the ace bar playing in it yesterday. Because isn't the way the ace bar works, it's 99% of XP off of a week?
I have no idea.
I think it's a week, it tells you. Yeah, fought in this tank for the previous 7 days. So I think because Flossie and I played in it a bit yesterday after stream, we may have raised the ace bar. Because there's no way it just went from like 0 to 1400. I got a second class for that game. Well, I'll tell you this, running double sandbags and HP worked a lot better than armor. So I like my original loadout better. I'll try it one last time, we'll see.
Alright, what do I want to play?
You want to play in the Chieftain Mark 6. Well, that works too. That's a good tank.
It is.
So glad my phone's LCD is broken, so I'm free from the shackles of playing a game that is Wattby. What will make Rammer broken, Dizzy? I wish they reverted the Cali buff and increased gun rammer like it was, or maybe more. I think Rammer should be a 10% buff to DPM, and I think Cali should be removed from the game. Personally. I think there should be a different option instead of Rammer. Or maybe just you have Rammer. Maybe that's what it is it's just one equipment for the first one and you just get Rammer. I like the fact that there's options, but I kind of like how PC does it more. What? I'm streaming? Okay. Let's see. I can't...
more damage than I had before.
I couldn't pen him at all with APCR standard. There you go. The fact I can pen a mouse with APCR standard is really sad. This mouse is doing well. Have you ever heard of angling your turret by any chance? Like, ooh. Alright, they have a 268, and... Okay, they don't have too many scaries, so I should be alright. Did you HE him or no?
Yeah, I catch his lower plate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's a very easy pen. The IS-4 just isn't a very good tank. Alright, you'll get that reload. Don't mess it up. That works too. Okay, we have the Kron. Oh, we have the XM. God, this thing's turret is just so freaking large.
It is a
you want to help me with this XM?
yeah, maybe reload.
Alright, get over here. Let's just push him. I am a little slower with this loadout. He's not looking at us right now. Well, now he is. Alright. You can't HE that.
Did I fail?
Yes, you did fail. I shot him.
Oh.
Alright, it's your turn to take the shot. Lego, what are you doing? What are we doing?
I was not paying attention, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know you weren't paying attention. That was called a throw. Well, it was winnable. It is now not winnable. Bruh. Why? Why did we do that? Why?
Oh, we could have tried to get to his side to head.
Yeah, I know you were, but why? Why not just shoot him with AP and let me kill him?
Me not very smart.
Yeah, I know you're not very smart. How do you want to play for a top 8 comp team and that's the strat you have?
I was pulling your top 8 experience on this map.
My top 8 experience? I was the one who sat there and chilled. That was legit like a 20%er play.
I was not thinking.
Yeah, evidently.
Me be short of a few brain cells.
You can't even get mad at me for criticizing you on that one. That's 100% on you.
It was. I admit. What tank?
He threw that win. That's not what I was expecting from Lego. Yes, it was. Dizzy.
Move.
That's 100. You do this at least once every 5 games.
What the stream?
Yeah. Okay. You're lucky again. I'm not on my main account. Play the worst tank, but you can tick. What? Play the worst tank, but you can pick the worst possible tank? I don't know what you mean by that, Dizzy. What do you mean by play the worst tank, but you can pick what the worst... What? But you can pick... Yeah, but then why do you say, but you can pick what tank is worst possible tank?
Don't question it.
I don't know what he means.
Elaborate.
Well, if we're referring to tier 10, then it's this.
How would it make you feel if I
No.
played in the 183?
No. Great. I can't wait.
This is gonna go great.
I'll give you moderator, Dizzy. That way I can read what you say. How did you spend $200, by the way?
Me?
Yeah, did you just spend 50,000 gold? Like, what did you do that would give... What did you do then?
I bought 2 of the $60, like...
Oh my god, why wouldn't you just buy gold and do it?
Because I don't have double gold boosters.
Bruh.
I used the gold I got from it to buy...
You know that these black... Or these mystery boxes are going to be available for... ever, right?
Yep.
And you could have just waited for them to refresh the store on double gold bundles, but instead you decided to waste your money?
Yep.
Okay, just needed to confirm that. Man of smart financial decisions.
Yeah, I still have 40k gold to use.
Of course. Of course, Wargaming rewards the 2%er.
Hey!
Oh, great. I love this gun. I love the Jag so much. I love that if you move the gun about 2 inches, it turns into a freaking just massive aiming circle. We can probably beat this.
Probably. I see it back up.
Wow, this gun is trash. The 183 is not this inaccurate. While the 183 may feature worse base dispersion, the level of bad accuracy this vehicle has on move is insane. Also, that was the girl.
Yeah, I know. I can't pull forward. Very good, he backed off.
Alright.
Oh,
Bro.
I did not realize he didn't shoot.
Maybe the idea that he was out in the open staring at you would have put that through your mind, but, you know.
Well, it's a 183 player. You never know what's going through their heads.
Wow, guys. I love the Jag. You know, I love being out-traversed by a freaking 57 heavy. What a pile of shit. Actually, what a pile of shit. Look at this thing. How can you tell me this is a good tank? How can anybody sit here and say the Yag's a good vehicle? If I was in a 183, I would have been able to shoot that guy. But because I'm in a Yag, what's going to happen is he would rather die to every other tank on that team than get shot by me. That's what's going to happen. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to get 0 freaking damage. Yep, there's the 716. Uh-huh. I just have to full speed it. He's oblivious, so I will be able to get the shell out. Just, this tank is a pile of trash, bro.
That's ram at least.
Yeah, 200 damage, wow. I could have done that in a freaking E50M.
200 more damage than you had before?
The tank's a piece of trash.
Uh-huh.
It's just, it's trash. I don't understand how people can sit here and say that this is a good tank. Yes, I did 2,900 damage. Does that make it a good tank? No. Could have driven a 183 and I probably would have done easily over 3K. Track movement doesn't match the speed of the ground. It's just awful. It's absolutely awful. Turns at 28 degrees a second. Like, what is that? 28 degrees a second? Really? I think Wargaming nerfed its traverse in the latest update. That's what, it used to be a pretty good tank. Let me see if they nerfed its traverse. Let me go check. Was it under game news? Where did they post the changes? Coming soon? Yeah, coming soon is where they posted it. Alright. Well, that's loading. I'll do another game and something else that's not a Yag.
I see someone asking for the Borsig.
Okay. Borsig's a fun tank.
It's better than a Yag.
Everything's better than a Yag. It's literally a pile of trash. Give the Yag reticle Cali. I'm not even joking. Take away tungsten and give it reticle Cali. Like, personally, I think the Yag should be accurate if it's going to sacrifice everything for the gun. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's just tragic. The track moves slower than the actual movement, yeah. Droodles playing the Yag does as much damage as Lego in the E50M.
I don't even hear what he said.
Hear what who said? Me? Somebody go check if Wargaming nerfed the Yag's Traverse in the latest update. Yag should have E100 Traverse or better since it has no turret. There's a couple different avenues it could get. Either better accuracy or more armor.
No,
And
just use a turret like it has that one cursed image.
yeah. It does have that. It's called an E100.
Yep. No, but it needs to have the 17 centimeter.
Yeah. E3 is a flat better Yag. I agree. There's really no reason to drive a Yag when the E3 exists. I do like the fact that the Yag hits really hard, but it just doesn't mean anything. Especially when the E3 only has like 100 less alpha. Really? E70... Okay. Alright, TS5, you know what? You want to go? Fine, let's go. Yeah, hope it was worth it. Of course, now the Pantera's going to overpoke to shoot at me. This thing's reload is very, very long.
Oh, it's Christian Soldier again in this T30.
Even with reticle on the Yag would still miss, yeah. It's just not an enjoyable tank. It just really isn't. I find it crazy that people can stand up for it. I'm gonna do a play 10 in the Jagdpanzer. Probably tonight. Bye-bye. HE for the win. I mean, just the Borsig alone feels so much better than the Yag. Because it has a turret. And that heat pen is insane.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Uh-oh,
What's...
Spaghetti-O.
You okay there, Lego? Right. Okay. Guess that's how bush mechanics work, right, guys? You're in a tank with the most camo in the game and you get spotted poking the bush. Yeah. Once again, bush mechanics in World of Tanks Blitz making actually no sense whatsoever. On PC, bushes actually work because you can see the foliage themselves. On Blitz, you just don't know if a bush works or not. Like, okay, you know. I only have a tank with 80% camo, Lego, you know. Bushes apply 50% camo. And if your tank has more than 50% camo when sitting in a bush, it means that you have 100% camo. In other words, it's impossible to be spotted through a bush unless you shoot. That's how bushes work. But what's great about the bushes in Blitz is that sometimes they aren't actually giving you that much camo. Some of the bushes in the game only give you 30% camo, and other of them only give you 15%. There's also bushes that give you 60% camo. And there's no way to know which ones they are because Wargaming doesn't tell you, and they're all the same design. Paired with that, sometimes there's little gaps in between the buildings and the bushes that you don't really understand because the game also doesn't explain that to you. So when you poke, maybe you'll be spotted through that little gap when actually trying to get into the bush. It's great, great game design. Bush mechanics, really, I've said it in the past, as a player who knows everything about this game, even I don't understand bush mechanics. Now, I was accidentally running improved optics, but even then, my camo values were still over 50%. So, really, it was 49%, so 99% camo would not have made a difference. It's just stupid. If you want, give the Yag 1,000 damage a shot. No, that would be too good.
Joey wants you to play the Dracula to heal your depression.
No, I'm going to play tank to heal my depression. I love the STG. Oh, wait, I need to put... Okay, why? What is up with you and obsessing over that tank? You wanted to ready up in that the other day, too.
T-44 is my original beloved tank. And
That's not a T-44.
I don't have it in my garage right now.
Why is it your original beloved tank?
I don't know. Always development.
Interesting.
One of my most played tanks. I have like 100 games in it. There's like 65.
So they did nerf the aiming time on the Yag. Interesting. I have the list finally loaded. It's right here. Yeah, HP got nerfed, aiming time got nerfed, reload time got nerfed, and the only buff was 10 mils to the superstructure. Woo. Woo. I love the STG Guard.
STG.
Why'd you go wide?
I don't know. I was going to turn, but I thought you were going straight, so I didn't want to cut you off.
Well, evidently I didn't go straight, because it's way faster to go my route.
Yep. I like the STG as well, although I do prefer the T-34-3.
No, T-34-3 is too slow. That's the worst power to weight for medium. I'm pretty sure into your 8.
Personal preference.
Your personal preference is wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you gonna say? Oh, move. Bruh.
Well,
Here, you wanna go? Go. I'll watch. Go. Go with your 5 degrees of gun depression. He's on reload now, but you're also down 1,000 health.
oh dear.
Yeah, this is why I don't follow Lego.
I had to back off the hill.
Yeah, that was a truly marvelous play.
It was very smart.
Yeah. Hey, you got a free shot over here.
Gentlemen, but I have an idea.
No, you were right about the first one. I don't know about the second one.
I think I'm done for the day, honestly. I've been playing Blitz all day.
Bruh. You goober.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Alright.
Alright, bye.
Poob. Lego moment. I don't know if that hit. Can you play the Minnow? It's been a while. Has it, though? Pretty sure I played the Minnow yesterday. But, yes, I can play in the Minnow. I think the Minnow is one of the best tier 10s in the game right now. Attack. You can attack. I don't have gun depression. That's the one thing this tank doesn't have. So, I can't do anything super aggressive on this ridgeline. Not with the way this vehicle is designed. And I also don't know what's in the back, because Lego got shot for 400 by something. Oh. Great. What is this pathing, Tiger? What are we doing here? Oh, you want to go? Alright. Bye. No more. Adios. I'm gonna play Lego Star Wars now. That's crazy. Bruh, there you go. The gun depression on this tank, it's not bad because of the way it's designed, but it's not good when you need it, you know? That's the best way to describe it. Okay. No, you don't. There you go. But I really like the STG. I think it's a super fun medium. And while it does have downsides, the upsides are quite good. Like the damage per shot. I mean, that was a pretty nasty little juicer into that Death Star right there. Obviously, we're going to win this game. Reload. Not able to get any more out into you, which leaves only the Blaze. Mouse? Bro, I don't want to play the mouse. The mouse is so mid. I don't know why they even use that thing in comp. The mouse makes me want to, like, kill myself when I play it. Its gun is just so inaccurate. What is the best tier 10 heavy in your opinion? There is no best heavy. That's like saying what is the best, you know, car ever made. It's not a real thing. Everybody has their own opinion, but there's no best heavy. But I can tell you the 3 most reliable heavies that you can probably grind right now. Type 71 is a very good shout. The 60 TP is a freaking beast, and the VZ55 is incredible as well. There are other choices like the Rhino, which are fantastic, but I feel like the VZ, I don't know, I like the Rhino a lot, I like the VZ a lot. I think the VZ's armor is better than the Rhino due to hull-down capabilities, but I think both are pretty good shouts. Really just depends. I mean, there's a lot of, I'd watch my tier list. But my tier list has like 18,000 vehicles and super strong, and it's because right now there are a lot of vehicles that are just really strong. Well, we did a pretty good STG game. How did Lego do? Interesting. Lego's brain was a little bit dead today. Alright, here we go to the Minnow. Where is it? Here we go. Last time I seen the mouse used was in super heavy meta. Was that ever a thing? I mean, I remember super heavy meta, like, existed. Because... there was that time I was commentating on tournaments, and Joker used 6 E100s. And it did not work. It was the worst strat I've ever seen in my life. Because they just got annihilated. 1 E100 is not too many. I think 1 E100 is fine, especially now with the you know, high DPM, pretty accurate 130 that you can run on it, or 128 to be exact. I think that's actually a pretty good shout. It's better than the mouse in almost every way, and it's still got a lot of HP to just do what it needs to. And because of that, I really like the 100. But at the same time, I feel like you'll be doing better in a Type 71 because the Type 71 just has so much better other characteristics. So what do they have? CS63. Oh, there is the CS. Yeah, El Bozo. Not sure why you would poke that. But they have a CS63. They have a T100. So that's two mediums. They have two heavies, which we can already see. One of them, we got the T100 in the back. CS is running. El Bozo. T100's obviously not going to cross. Oh, no, he is going to cross this. El Bozo. Not able to get my final shell out, but that's already 1,500 damage. This is why the Minnow is so good. I honestly do think that the Minnow is just an amazing tank. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Herbertu. Mouse hasn't been used since Cali buff and enhanced armor nerf. Well, the only person I've talked to about comp has been Megu, so that's the only reason why I said mouse, because Megu did have some strats with the mouse written down, so okay. Refined gun, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. I really do. I really do. Because it's all RNG based. If those two shots had hit, I'd be at 2,500 damage right now. But because it's my luck, they never hit, ever. They never, ever, ever hit. One. Two. Can't obviously dump my reserve shell. He hits that. Alright. I guess. Waste to shoot him. Where's the WZ? Ah, there he is. One. Two. I mean, we did okay. 3,300 damage. Not a bad battle at all. Every tank needs like a 230 damage per minute nerf, and mediums have like 3,000 damage per minute. Heavies have like 2,400. TDs have like 2,900. Heavies have more than 2,400 DPM. As I pointed out in yesterday's live stream, about 60% of the heavies in tier 10 have over or close to 3,000 damage per minute. So, it's quite a bit. Tico, I don't remember your name. I don't know if I have you added on my press account. Oh, no, I do. Never mind. I got you. Still an old comp meta, mouse E5 140. I don't know. I saw some Omega strats. They're alright. I mean, it's hard for me to judge somebody else's strats because I have my own ideas and everybody has their own ideas, which are all obviously very conflicting of each other. So it's challenging to... Also, thank you for the mouse donation. It's... Oh, wait. Don't tell me we're in a game, bro. Okay, wait. I need to... I'm gonna go back to my original idea for my loadouts on these tanks, which is HP. I feel like HP is just the way to go for a mouse, and while I may suffer in mobility, I don't really care. I just 10% mobility or an additional 3% more HP. I'd take the HP, honestly. Alright. He's good with Minnow. Wonder how he is with Mouse, bruh. I mean, ideally I'm good with every tank. On my press account, I have probably like the third highest stats in the server, so... The problem is I just don't try as much as I used to. I mean, I still do, but like I don't read lineups, you know? I don't know why. I've never, you know, like there's people that bake it into their brain to like read a lineup. I don't do that. I just see what tanks get spotted as the game progresses and then remember where they got spotted. The problem is, you know, if I don't see that they have a 183 or sometimes two 183s, I'll think, oh, look, a 183 spotted, I'm okay, and then another one shoots me from somewhere else because I'm not paying that much attention. I mean, I never do a play like Lego and, like, drive out in the open and then die because I'm not foolish enough to put myself in a position where I know that I'm going to get nuked. But the problem is I just don't pay attention to where my team is half the time, and then they'll leave me like that Desert Sands game I played. That CS-59 was behind me, and then I look back after I'm dead and he's all the way off on the other side of the map. I didn't notice my Rhino is camping in spawn or my Chieftain. You know, it's just sometimes I don't pay as much attention as I should. Really. Yeah, that's the mouse armor for you, ladies and gents. That's a super heavy, which a medium can cut through. Isn't that fair? We love super heavies. Great. Why is the leopard sitting there? I don't know. But he is. Alright, well. Their tortoise has not been spotted. Oh, what? What are we doing here, E50? Genius. Absolute genius. Oh no, their tortoise is spotted. Okay. God, the mouse is slow, though. There you go. Nice pen into the tortoise. I mean, the nice thing about the mouse is you have a lot of HP. So, with the amount of HP you feature, it's very easy to just make an aggressive play. And the enemy really can't do anything about it. I'm just going to angle my tank up here. And, yeah, again, I mean, the armor is really sad on this tank, to be entirely honest. However, the gun is pretty good when you hit your shots. 127 ramming damage. That's atrocious. 127 from that. Let me give you some room, T54. I like how this 2.6A version 4 can reverse faster than I can almost accelerate. There you go, 526. I mean, I did okay. 2800. The game is a steamroll. The mouse has DPM. It doesn't have accuracy. Its armor is mid. Its mobility is the worst in tier 10, obviously. However, I'd argue the Jagdpanzer has worse overall mobility because at least the mouse has a turret. We did okay. 3,000 damage for that game was a good result. I mean, I drove as fast as I could right from the beginning and managed to do top on the team in a mouse in a steamroll. That's pretty good. It shows you the mouse is not awful. It's just, it struggles. Hello, clouds. Alright, let's see. Play the Rhino. Alright. Let's do the Rhino. I like the Rhino a lot. Really good gun, really good mobility. It's one of the best heavies in tier 10, and I'm going to put HP on it. I've been trying armor, and I've decided that armor just doesn't work. You know, like, I was driving my AMX M4, and I got penned, like, every single shell. And then I took armor off of it, and I put HP on. And the game that I played with Lego, not only did I block 2,600, but I also lived with 100 extra health. And with the extra sandbag and the extra HP, I would have died if I wasn't running that. So it's a great example of the fact that I think HP is more important than the 3% armor buff you get with enhanced armor. Because, as I've always said in the past, you don't know if that armor buff is going to give you something. And yes, you might occasionally get a lucky bounce from running extra armor. But I can guarantee that I will have extra HP. That's the difference. No matter what, I have extra HP, which means I have more reliability. You're banking on the fact that somebody bounces you with your armor buff. I'm confirming the fact that I have extra HP with the HP buff. So that's why I'm going to be going back to HP on basically all the heavies I drive. You know, maybe the Badger I'll run armor, but I just don't really see much of a reason to run armor when it's only a 3% buff. Have I got the Cookout and Helldivers? At this point, I have almost every weapon. The only two I don't have are the Purifier and the... Oh my god. See, that's where Refined Gun is trash, because Refined Gun banks on the fact that you're going to be aimed in when you're shooting. And that was an on-move shot. I probably would have hit that with V-stabs. There you go. Not sure what that VK90 is doing, but he's doing it. Well, I've done 880 damage, which isn't bad. What do they have? They have a 183, and the 183 spotted. They've got a T22 on our side. They have 3 heavies. What's the other heavy we haven't seen? Oh, well, there it is. There you go. Oh, we're getting out shells. That's 3 shots. So all 3 of their heavies are over here. Their medium's over there, and we have no cover on the medium flank. So if something gets behind us here, we got to be really careful. So I think right now, based off of what's going on in this battle, I'm going to maneuver around. We know their 183 is spotted over there, so I'm going to move into the town and try and support, because I think that's the most effective play. Oh, there you go. There's a Foch. 1 shell. Ah, yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Okay. Yep, he pens me there, guys. Well. Okay. I have no... Droodles makes a smart play. Dies. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Fuck me, I guess, guys. That's all I got. That's all I got. What an exciting game this is. This is why I don't try. Because when I read a lineup and I make an educated play, some dumbass in a Foch YOLO's out in the open. And for some reason, the 183 is looking at me and able to hit me. It's just incredible. It's just incredible, bro. It's incredible. Yeah, I wanted to do what Tico did and cross, but, you know, can't do that. Bad play? No, that was not a bad play. Don't care what you say, it was not a bad play. It's the difference between a smart player and a player who doesn't understand positioning. It was a smart play because we had most of our team that was trying to fight their heavies in town. Their 183 was spotted over here, so it wasn't really a threat. And the Foch hadn't been spotted all game, and the thought process that a Foch would have pushed where he did was unrealistic. Not only that, but the second shell the Foch penned me with was on the turret ring, which the chance of doing that, and not only that, but high rolling it, was about 0.005% chance. Saying that was a bad play is just saying you don't understand positioning. If that Foch wasn't there, I wouldn't have been spotted, I would have been able to cross for free, I would have been able to push up on the heavies, help the team on the heavy side, which Tico ended up doing, so good job to Tico. But I just get very irritated when I see people are like, oh, that was a bad play, because they don't understand that sometimes things are just down to luck. But it's just very irritating. Well, thank you very much for the tune, you poober, Tico. I actually still did 2,200 damage. I mean, I was doing fine that game. Wasn't really much I could say. You know, Foch got nuked for it. 4,000 games, yes. Oh well. It's always a 183. Do you think enhanced armor is a joke? No, I just don't think there's a reason to run it on most heavies, personally. Alright, let's see what we can do. Enhanced armor was so good before the equipment changes. Yeah, it was. Well, it's only a 1% difference, but so was the HP. The HP was a 2% increase. It was 6% extra HP and 4% extra armor. I mean, the armor's nice and all. It's just... I don't really care about the armor because it doesn't ever seem to help me. Ever. Where? There? Okay, guess that's a weak spot. I guess that's a weak spot. Okay. I don't think that's a weak spot, but as we know, this is Blitz where I get penned. Never blame yourself for it. Yeah, you're right. Tell me when you get 70% win rate in tier 10. When you do, you can call me out for my misplays. But until then, you can sit there and you can complain. And I really don't care. And by the way, that's also just incorrect. I have many times pointed out when I've made a bad play on streams as well. So it's just people like you who like to paint everything in a bad picture and a bad light because you don't understand. And instead of trying to understand what that play was, you're going to sit there and be like, it was a bad play. You're never going to admit it. Even though it wasn't a bad play. You're right. You're right. You know what? You're right. You're right. I should have predicted that the Foch was going to YOLO at that exact moment when I was crossing. And not only that, but that the 183 was also going to be looking at me because the Foch YOLO'd and spotted me at that moment. You're right. I should have known that. I should have been able to see unspotted tanks on the enemy team and know where they were, even though they hadn't been spotted the entire battle previously. And not only that, but I then should have been able to, you know, somehow single-handedly counteract what happened there. You're right. You would have done better. You're right. You're right. The difference between a good player and a great player is that a good player isn't willing to make plays that will win the team the game. A great player is. Alright, well, I'm just going to move up, and let's aim it on the lower plate of the E4. 54% win rate and 2300 average damage good in tier 10. It's alright. I mean, I feel like you shouldn't have to ask when you... I mean, you know what it is. 60% is what I consider good. 55% is like, okay. You're not bad, but you're not anything incredible. And then anything else is just, you know. That was a better game. 4,400 damage. Not too bad. Wow, their team sucked. I feel bad for Hydronics. Oh, man. I'm dying. I'm absolutely dying. I just do find it irritating when people will say, like, bad play, and they just don't understand the fact that it was a good play. It was just unlucky. Luck does exist in this game. If you get ammo racked because you poked a tank that you could kill with a one-shot, is that a bad play? No, it's luck. A lot of this game is luck. Droodles needs tacos. I agree. M5Yo? Alright, M5Yo is fun. Funny enough, they nerfed the M6Yo's aiming time. They did not nerf the M5Yo's aiming time, meaning that this tank technically is a more dangerous gun than the M6Yo. Yeah, the rule of thumb I always say is that if you want to get better at this game, you have to be willing to take risks. But honestly, that play wasn't really risky. That was just unfortunate. I made a new account and I'm 64%. Well, something you do have to remember is that new accounts have noob matchmaking. It's a little hard to base your win rate off of. I mean, I obviously know that you don't understand that noob matchmaking exists because for some reason this is something people don't get told about. But if you have less than 5,500 games, you get placed into battles with other people that have less than 5,500 games. It's literally the equivalent of a Smurf account. You are a player who has learned how to play the game throughout X amount of battles previously, and then you're going against players who haven't learned those things. I mean, it's literally Smurfing. That's all it is. So, your win rate is not as good as it technically is. Okay. We love that. We love that. We love that. We love that. Tank Destroyer sitting back there can shoot you from here. That's really fun. I love that. Thanks, Wargaming. This is why I just hate every map that Wargaming designs. Every single map is trash. How can you let Tank Destroyers shoot you from there? I don't understand how that's good design. Like, what are we doing, Wargaming? Why? So basically, I just can't poke. From there, an ISU can see me. Yeah, look at that. Like, what is that? Why is that allowed? Who at Wargaming headquarters said that's a good idea? Oh, you poked in your heavy to try and shoot somebody? Look at that. Like, what is this? 342. Yeah, 790. Enjoy, bro. Okay. I've been stuck at 52% for months. This game is exhausting. Will probably put me in an early grave, bruh. I mean, my main account has 90,000 battles on it. And it took me over 50,000 games to get to 60%. And it's taken a lot longer than that to get it to 60 or 65, 66%. So the amount of effort you have to put in this game to raise your win rate is a lot. I mean, I'm a player who averages 75% monthly, and I'm trying to get my main account to 70%, but it's almost impossible to do that when I have 90,000 battles. I mean, think about it. I have to play, I think Blitz Stars calculated that I'd have to play another 30 to 40,000 games to achieve 70% based off of a 75% win rate. Because you have to remember, every win rate you go up, it's harder and harder to increase further. So it's basically a pain in the butt to get to 70%. I will get there at some time, but I don't even play my main account much because I do all my streams on my press account. You know, the last 5,000 battles I've played, 90% of them have been on my press account. So my account would have been maybe a percent higher, but it isn't because of that. Well, let's see. Is 2,000 good after 125 battles, tier 10? It's average. 2,000 damage is the average in tier 10 if you look at Blitz Stars. So, you are average. Bruh, neither of those hit. I mean, the first one I didn't expect to, but with this take, you have 2 shots. I can't get to 57% because of this MM. Not true. It's not MM that stops you from getting to X amount of win rates. Because I have the same MM that everybody else does, and if I'm able to achieve 74% on this account, and you might say, oh, it's noob MM, but press accounts don't have noob MM. I mean, you can see that from any battle I play. This player here will probably have, there you go, 90,000 battles. So, it's not noob MM on press accounts. If you're not achieving 60% win rate, it's because of the fact you aren't performing at a 60% level. If you aren't achieving 70% win rate 30-day, it's because you aren't performing at a 70% level. Yes, win rate is affected by teams, but that's why you play a lot of battles. If you play 1,000 games, then your skill is going to affect that. If you play 10 games, then yes, it's going to be more based off of matchmaking. 10 games is not a sample size. That's why Blitz Stars only ranks people after 100 games in a tank, because 100 battles is quite a lot. And even there, you can still have luck. I remember Gent, who's a acquaintance of mine, managed to get 4,000 average damage in the 777. But half the games I played with him, he was in tune and I was helping him get damage, and half the games that we played, he literally had the most Rattler enemy teams I've ever seen. Like, Rattler as in they were just stupid. They would... I remember there was one game we were on Lagoon where like 4 tanks YOLO'd out in the open and then missed all their shots and let him farm them. And he got like a 7,800 damage game. It was like the freest farm he's ever had. And we had that like 5 games in a row. So like the last 30 games that I helped him with were like the freest farm ever. So even in 100 games, it's luck based. It's why I say you need to put at least like 1,000 games on your account to get an idea of how it works. Is AMX 13 M24 good? I mean, I can play in it. I don't know if I have it equipped on this account, but I can. Yeah, I don't even have it purchased. Let me go purchase it, and then I can equip it. Alright, I'm probably going to stream for 20 more minutes today, so like 3-4 more battles, and then if there's any donations, I'll keep going. But the only reason I'm not going to stream too long today is because I am going to record, because I haven't done any recording whatsoever today because I woke up very late. So I need to do a GTA video. World of Tanks I have videos recorded already, so that's not too big of a deal. But I do need to do a GTA video. I need to do a World of Tanks PC video, and I need to do a Blitz video posted after this. So I've got quite a bit on my plate today. So you guys know the rules. If there's donations, I'll keep going as always, but if not, I'll probably end it off after I make it to the hour and 30-ish minute mark. What would I say is a good baseline average damage in tier 10? Good, 2,500. If you average 2,500 in your tier 10. Honestly, I think if people average 2,000 damage, I'd be happy. If every player on your team recorded 2,000 damage, that would be 14,000 damage on your team. In other words, enough to kill the entire enemy team. That's how averages work. If you look at an enemy lineup, how much health, right? The average tank in tier 10 has about 2,000 health, but there's also heavies. So if you average it out, it's probably about 2,200 health is the average team in tier 10. So 2,200 times 7 is 15,400 health. So if every player on your team averaged about, you know, and that's just all tier 10s. So if you had a couple tier 9s, on average your team's about 15,000 health in a tier 10 battle. So if each team's about 15,000 health, it means realistically, you're going to be looking at players that would usually be able to clear an entire enemy team just based off their average. So that's the problem. When you have a player that averages 1,000 and another player that averages 1,000, you know, if you look at an average team's hit points and you have 3 people on your team that average 1,000, it's very easy to do the math. You know, if I average, let's say, 3,005 to 600 damage in tier 10, but I have a player on my team or 2 players on my team that average 1,000, then it's still a losing trade because 2 people that average 2,000 are going to do 4,000, and 2 people that average 1,000 on my team and me averaging 3,600 is about 30. You know, it's just not a win. Like at that point, if you do the math, if you have bad players on your team, usually it's still a loss on the trade department. Wow, this thing is a long intro clip. What the heck? I need to see what this thing's intro clip is. There's no way it's 2.5, right? That felt really long. Like 3 seconds. Yeah, it is 3 seconds. That felt like stupid long. Bruh. Why is this guy allowed to poke this? Why? Why are you allowed to poke this? This is what really irritates me about this game. Like, why are you allowed? Oh, yeah, that's why. Because 1, 2, 3, 4 people sitting in a useless spot. That's why. Great. I'm going to be the one punished again. Yep. Exciting battle. Well, I've lost about 2/3 of my health, but there's also nothing I can do about it. 1. I do not like this thing's intro clip. Monk. Okay. I also don't like this tank's gun. It's really inaccurate. Like, really inaccurate. I'm doing okay, but that T-23 is going to be a problem. There you go. 1 easy shell, and there you go. 2 easy shells. Not bad. That lowers the T-23 quite a substantial amount. I'm going to pretend like I'm going to poke him. Let's see if he stops. No, he doesn't. I was hoping you would. Oh, great. We have the Annihilator. See ya. Nice knowing you. Yep, there you go. That's a fun tank. I totally could have countered that. Whoa. I mean, this game was a loss from the start. We have a full health Annihilator who is literally just sitting in our spawn. And their Annihilator played aggressive. And even if their player sucked in the Annihilator, it doesn't matter because you have to use a brain cell to do well in this game. This game's still winnable if this Annihilator had half a brain, but look at him. Like, what are we doing, bro? I'm not watching this. I'm gonna lose brain cells if I do. Okay. I just lost my 10-game win streak. Well, that's not too bad. Winning 7 games in a row is already, like, crazy good. Alright, what am I gonna do today? What am I gonna do? Well, nobody's requesting a tank, so I'm gonna play a tank. Let me play in the Kron. I haven't used this vehicle in a while. Kron is a pretty strong tank. And let me fix it by putting some extra HP on it. As I said, I like HP. Because I can have 2,656 health on a Kron, which is quite a lot. Alright. Here we go. Bro, Emmer, I'm not responding to your question. You already know the answer to it. It's like saying, oh, I was making $1 million a year good. Oh. Time to roll out. Why'd I load in so late, bruh? Alright. Activating speed boost. Personally, I think the Jagdpanzer E100 should be sitting at around 2,500 health. I think that's the major buff that the tank needs. Also, my team is useless. Nice. That was a lucky shot. Okay, what do they have? They have 3 tank destroyers, a grill, a Foch, and an E4. My AMX is already dead. I mean, I couldn't have predicted their team was going to go that way, so whatever. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to see if I can find their tank destroyers to start off with. There's the Kron, there's the Foch, but we don't know where their E4 is. Yep, there you go. That's why. E4 shoots at the 54. I'm going to flank behind. This game's going to be a loss. I mean, look at our freaking team, bro. What am I looking at here? 1, 2. Now, the Kron gains damage per minute when shooting it single shot, but it's also beneficial to dump your clip sometimes. So we're going to reload 1 more shell. Okay, that's incredible. If the T56 shoots him once, I don't trust my average damage, though. I really don't. But I'll go for it. Yep. That's why. 379 roll. But the 54 actually did a decent job clearing him. 183 is going to die. How did our eye... Oh, that was a good shot from our Yag. I'll give him credit. Alright, let's use our speed boost and let's head over there. Went from 46% to 49% in the past 2 months. Nice. Good stuff, Clouds. I mean, if you ever need help, I can give you it. Kron gets nuked. Come on, pull forwards. There's 1. 2. Nice. That's obviously really, really beneficial. Now what I'm going to do, because I see what is going on here, is I'm going to back straight up like this. And this gives the Kron the ability to sit hull down. Because the Kron is a really, really good hull down fighter, there's no point to really play over-aggressive here. You know, we only have a T54. We don't have too much on our team that can really get away with playing aggressive. So, if I reposition over here, that grill's probably sitting somewhere over here. Yep, there's the grill. And we're going to move up ourselves. Great job from the grill. I don't know what these enemy players are doing, but they're not very good. Alright, there's 1 shell into the Foch, 2 shells into the Foch, grill pokes. This is why having that extra HP is nice, because even if I do get bled a bit, it doesn't really matter. I have so much extra HP, I still have 1,600 health left. And now the grill's game is over. The Foch's game is over. And I just get to chill here and reload. Now, we don't know where the 114 is, but last time he was spotted was somewhere in the back. So, I would assume that 114 has moved up either a little bit towards the Yag or is still camping in the back. Yep, there he is. What a skilled player. Way to help your team, bro. way to help your team. Well, you can sit back there all you want. I don't even care if you shoot me. I still have 900 health left. You know, what are you going to do? Run? Is that your strat? No, you're not. I'm surprised. That T54 has been actually a really good teammate. He's hit every single shell he's fired. I literally cannot pen that turret anywhere, so it's just more beneficial if I aim it on his lower plate. The 114 actually has really good turret armor now, and the Kron only has 350 mils of heat. Alright. Well, 3,600 damage. Pretty good game. I think I've been doing a lot better on my press account than my main account in terms of stats, and I think it's mainly because I don't get mad on my press account. Like, you can see my average damage on this account. Most battles played. You know, my Foch is 3,300, which is alright. 183, bruh. But, like, I've got a couple tanks where I've got a lot of damage. Like my 60 TP, 3,760 damage for 56 battles with a 75%. My 113's got an 80% win rate with 3,300. You know, I got, you know, some of the tanks I don't have too many games in, but like 3,600 damage in the Caro for 78% win rate. I got a lot of tanks. Leopard, 3,700 average damage. There's a few vehicles where I'm at 3,700 to 3,800 average, where I've played, you know, quite a few battles in them. 3,900 in the E4. So, I think when I actually try, I can quite confidently do around 3,800. It's just, you have to put so much effort in to do that well that it's not really worth it. Like, my TVP is a great example. The TVP I did a play to lose on. And not only that, but I did a play 10 in the TVP. And because of that, I have 3,700 average damage for 46 games with almost an 80%. So, like, when I put a lot of effort in to actually get out really solid results, I can do very well. It's just that I don't like to put that much effort into a game that gives me very diminishing fun when I put that much effort in. What's all this disrespect? That's it. That's it. I'm playing the Yag rune, and you get to watch me suffer in it. That's it. That's it. You get to watch. See what we can do. That was my first Kron ace. What was? You just had one in the Kron? Kron's a really good tank. Like, really, really good. It's not too hard to ace, though, which is weird. I think the Kron should be used more in comp. Alright. Look at the speed of the Yag. Oh, yeah. Okay. Step 1, if you want to do well. Follow where your team goes. Step 2, look at the enemy lineup. How many heavies do they have? 4. Doesn't really matter what heavies they have. It's just that they have 4, so we know that they are going to be having a heavy advantage. Next step, look at the tank destroyers. They have a Hori and a 4005. Where are the spots tank destroyers can sit? Well, tank destroyers can sit in numerous spots. Well, bruh. There you go. Tank destroyers can sit in numerous spots. One of the major spots is back there. One of the other spots is in the corner off to the other side. With the way that our team's going, chances are they're probably not going to sit on the corner of the other side. We have the Rhino in mid. We have the 2 and 5B. There you go. Easy bonk into the enemy Rhino. So, here's what's going on, right? We look at our team, we see what's happening, and it's very easy to notice that they are being pushed on the one side of the map. But the problem is, there's also a bunch of nasties on the other side. I'm going to activate my tongue. That's the Yag there for you. But both of their TDs are back there. This is not good. Okay. See, I want to push up, but I can't with that Hori. So, if I'm looking at exactly what's going on right now, I think the best play is to just wait here for a bit. We got the 50 on the side. Oh, you know, I thought that was my bad. Can I stop getting tracked? Thank you. I thought with the way the terrain was designed there that we were going to have the shell on that player, but we obviously didn't. Tracked again, of course. I mean, you can't play the Yag without getting tracked every 5 seconds, right? There you go. Tracked again? Yep. Oh my god. This is why the Yag sucks, bro. Because all you do is get tracked. Great play, Super Conk. You got nuked. Oh, I'm spotted. Because this tank's as tall as a freaking building. Bruh. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here. I'm not too worried about you. I need to get into this cover here so that the enemy tank destroyers can't hit me. And then when I do that, I can get to the side of this 2 and 5B and get him cleared. So 2 and 5B is obviously dead. There you go. That shell went a mile off from where I aimed, but good thing I loaded HE so it didn't miss. Alright, so from where I'm currently at, this is the best play I can make because these tank destroyers can't shoot me without being spotted. There you go. 924, and we back up. Well, we had a decent game in the Yag. I played it smart, and they got pooped. So there you go, Rune. Not an awful game. Oh, all my damage was just sucked away from the 183. It's always the 183, bruh. Every time you're about to deal a lot of damage, the 183 just says, nope, you're not allowed to deal any damage. Tracked again, of course. Tracked every single second. Well, at least we got an extra 30 damage. Bro, we would have had an additional 800 damage if we'd been able to hit that 4005. What a wonder you got tracked and you show the enemy your side. It's almost like I'm not trying to get penned, so I'm angling the vehicle and trying to hide my lower plate while also making it a hard pen. I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah, angling your tank. I know, wild. You're right. I should follow your steps and sit still and let them stare at my lower plate. That'll be a better play. Whoa! I hate to break it to you, but the only way you're getting bounces in this tank in the open is if you angle it. Wow, you're a smart one, aren't you? Yeah. M60, alright. This will be the last game on the stream. If there's any donations, I'll keep going as usual, but apart from that, we'll end it off. I did not change the M60 from the buffs they gave it, so double sandbag, already got HP on it. Okay. 121B, I do like the 121B, very nice tank. Rune, I'll be on Helldivers after I finish my videos today. The stream is going to be finished early, in like 5 minutes, so yeah, it'll probably take me 2 hours to record, so maybe 10 o'clock. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, see, now this is a game that I have to be passive, because you look at where my team is. We have 3 heavies going down. And while I do have 3 tanks going up, it's not good. That's the best way to describe it. But their team also appears to be going down, because I spotted their E50M in the back. We'll move up. Oh, okay. Wow, that made sense. We love this game. Wow, great shot, E5. Truly impressive. Why do you have tanks over here? Like, what am I looking at? Come on, aim, aim, aim. Nice. Okay. Oh, we're gonna tunnel me. We're gonna tunnel me. That's incredible. Why are you tunneling me? Like, what are you doing? You're a boat player. You're supposed to have a brain cell. Yo, guys, let's poke, even though there's a Foch staring at me. That's an effective play. What? 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 Alright, well, don't worry. We'll get him eventually. The problem is, every second that's wasted not killing these two guys is time that is wasted on the rest of this game. There you go. Easy shot. Another easy shot. Another Foch is gonna shoot. There you go. Alright, not bad so far. Track the U100. Now I'm gonna back up because I don't want to be shot by the U100. There you go. Oh, he hits... Oh, and he max rolls that! He hits that and max rolls that! Okay. Okay, game. You want to explain to me how that makes sense? I'd love to hear Wargaming's explanation on how that makes sense. Well, you see, he had a 1 pixel shot in your tank while you were reversing at 35 million kilometers per hour. So therefore, he's going to max roll you. You know, that makes sense. Totally. We know how to design this game. Like, I'm fine, and I'm going to do fine, because I conserve my health this game. So it's not like it's that big of a deal. But it's just the fact that he hits that shot. That's the thing that is absolutely baffling to me. He hits that shot. Like, what the hell? See, I don't really think, personally, the E50M is that hard of a tank to deal with, because it's got a huge lower plate, and is very easy to pen. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A pretty good game. I mean, the M60 is a solid tank. I think the M48 Patton's better. But the M60 is a good tank. We did 3,800 damage, we won, and we had a pretty good result overall. So I can't get too mad. What the... Yeah. I don't know what to say about that, Dizzy. Like, let me see that shot that he hit there. Let me just unravel this mystery. Like, as I said, it's not the fact that, like, he shot me. It's the fact that a player gets rewarded for hitting that. Like, what? Wild. I can't even see it, but it's just crazy, bruh. Oh well. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you would like to see more like it, as always, please consider smashing we're not video stream, but if you'd like to see more like this, please consider smashing that subscribe button. I will be streaming tomorrow or whenever. I need to do some GTA streams as well. Maybe I got to try a World of Tanks PC stream, but I'm not the best at World of Tanks PC. The problem is I just don't know all the maps and the positions yet. I'm pretty good when it comes to like mechanical gameplay and you know, the maps that I do know positioning on, I do very fine on. It's just, I need to get a little bit more used to it. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.